Hey guys, what's good? I'm Andre and today I want to walk you guys through what to do when the market is moving sideways. We've all had that one stock, guys, that you invest in and months go by and years go by sometimes, and that stock does absolutely nothing and it frustrates you to hell and back. It just moves up 1%, down 2%, and then back up to the initial price point that you bought it at. So how do you actually make money in a market like that, guys? Before we jump in, I'm gonna plant 100 trees as soon as our small channel here reaches 500 subscribers. Help me out and we're gonna help the planet out as well, guys. So thanks so much for tuning in. First off, do subscribe if you enjoy the content, and let's have a look here at Disney, guys. So as you guys can see, Disney for such a long time last year, or actually in 2021, has been moving sideways. I mean, just imagine buying somewhere here, guys, right at the middle of this range. You would lose 3%, make 2%, lose 1%, make 2%. It will drive you crazy to be invested in such a stock. And while Disney is a phenomenal stock for the long term, a lot of us are looking to build our portfolio. So it gets really frustrating to see that the S&P is making what, all-time 30% gains in one single year, the Nasdaq the same, the Roskies 40%, and then you are stuck in one stock that you know for a fact that it's a fantastic stock, but it's just not going higher and higher in that period of the year, guys. And while it's fantastic for long-term investing and just stabilizing volatile portfolios, it would be a horror show if you want to swing trade and actually make some profits in the next month or even a couple of months. So how do you actually go about it, guys? I want to walk you through what essentially is the strategy of making money through whatever happens with that stock. I'm gonna give you a strategy here that will make you money if the stock goes higher, if the stock moves sideways, or even if it goes slightly lower, you will still be able to make money. And not only you'll be able to make money, I promise this is no joke, you're actually gonna be able to make a pretty significant percentage ROI on the trade that you make. So let's look at that, guys. The strategy is called a bull put spread, and it's, as implied, a bullish strategy. You are supposed to do this whenever a stock has retraced and whenever you expect that stock to move higher, even though it doesn't necessitate that. So let's have a look here at a stock, guys. I'm gonna take Microsoft as an example. It might not be the perfect example, so we might look at a couple of stocks, but guys, just looking at Microsoft on the daily candles, you can see the fact that every single time it touches the 100-day moving average, this thing is an absolute beast. It just never ceases to stop. It always moves higher from that 100-day moving average. So actually with Microsoft at that same 100-day moving average on the daily, we're gonna have a brief look at it on the weekly as well. And guys, if you see this 1 year in advance, if you see it in 2035 and I've grown old, and you're still watching this one video, the same principles will apply. So keep on looking because it's gonna enable you guys to make money whatever the stock and whatever the actual current way of trading in the stock markets. It doesn't matter, it's always gonna be the same. So guys, we're gonna look at options, and the thing that we want to do here is a twofold thing. We're gonna sell an option and we're gonna buy another option. The combination of the two will result in a premium that we get to put in our pockets immediately as soon as the transaction is done. You do not have to wait, basically. The rule of thumb here is to make sure that you always keep a 1-to-4 ratio. So make $100 for $400 risk. Do not go higher than that. So why do I say this? Obviously because every so often things will move against you, even if you do your due diligence and do everything right. But guys, just think about it. For every $100 you make, you're actually gonna just stake or just have collateral 400 bucks. Okay, so that means a 25% ROI on that one trade. This trade usually takes a month to complete, 30 to 40 days. Imagine if you can do this all day, every day. So doing it every single month, 25%, that would be gains that you just cannot believe. It would be 300% in a single year. Obviously it's not all gravy. I don't want this to sound like a strategy that's gonna make you rich tomorrow, because it's not one. It's a strategy that will definitely make you rich in 2 to 5 years if you can be consistent about it, if you can stay structured, and if you can respect the rules that we're speaking about. So guys, the first step here is gonna be, again, to identify a stock that's at support. Done that, we have Microsoft here. The second step is to identify the next support. The next support, guys, would be for us this 150-day moving average here, which is roughly at $300. So with that in mind, let's go ahead here. I'm gonna go roughly 1 month out on the 18th of February, and we want to check what sort of options we can sell, guys. And the secret, I'm not gonna lie, the secret is gonna be the delta. So we need to make sure that we, give me 1 moment, guys, just to restructure the screen a bit, because some important information is missing and I don't want you to miss anything important. So guys, we will have to go to a delta of roughly 0.2 to 0.3. So if we look for that, let's go ahead here, and as you guys can see, the 0.27 delta is at $295 here. So the 295 is below, first off, our next support line. So that's absolutely fantastic. It means that we're already doing great. As you can see, we can sell this one option for anywhere between $590 and $625. Please keep in mind the fact that we are dealing in 100 share iterations, so this is multiplied to 100. So we have $590 or $625. Okay, so let's just take the midpoint there. Let's be at $600 just to make it extremely easy for ourselves, and we're gonna do the following thing. We're gonna sell a put at $295, guys, which is gonna be, again, we're gonna make $600 for selling that put, but you need a lot of collateral to be able to sell a put at $295. So to make up that collateral, to get money to fund this movement for you, we're gonna buy the 290 strike price here, which is gonna cost us, let's say, exactly dead in the middle here, between the 480 bid price and the $5 ask price. So we're gonna be at 490. So let's say that from the $600 initially, we pay back $490. So guys, that translates to the fact that we generated $110 in premium immediately. That money goes directly into your net liquidation value on your portfolio, and nobody can take it away from you unless you decide to close this option, or rather this combo, at a loss. So what exactly would be the rules here, guys? First off, obviously we need 1 month. So by the 18th of February, this trade will completely expire. You would have been able to keep that $110 for the initial $400 of collateral that you're putting. So you're making more than 25% ROI on this one trade, guys. And the stock here will be able to not only move higher, and you make that money much faster, because actually through the price appreciating, we will be able to close that option at 80-90% profits much faster. It can also move sideways, and you guys are gonna be untouchable. It will expire worthless on the 18th of February, and you're gonna make that whole $110 and get rid of the risk of having the option combo in your portfolio. Or it can even move slightly lower. The rule here is gonna be for it not to move lower than $295, guys. So even if Microsoft goes ahead and even bursts through this next support line that it has here on the daily and stops at, let's say, $297, although somebody that would simply buy the shares, invest in Microsoft for the long term, would be at a loss of 5%, as you guys can see on the screen, you are actually gonna make 25% on this one trade, guys. Microsoft is obviously just the first example here. Click on this next video where we walk through the next example. The video is gonna be live tomorrow, guys. If you enjoy the content, subscribe and have a fantastic day, guys.